Now can you hear me? Yes. All right. This is a great crowd, and in amongst this group are architects, museum directors, planners, interior designers. I hope you'll just be friendly to each other and talk around as well. But on the other hand, we do need to keep everyone sort of together for safety reasons, because we're walking along some busy streets, but soon we will be off of them. I just thought I would, while we're standing here, just give a little bit of background about this area, and then we'll start the walk. And I'm going to concentrate mostly on architecture, planning, and some sort of little gem hidden areas that maybe some of you don't know about, although I know that there are some around here who will know about them. I'm also going to tell you that we are going to walk essentially around the cliff. Cliff Bungalow is named for the cliff that you see behind you there, and into Elbow Park Glencoe area, which is just the Glencoe Club basically, and then up a leisurely ramp that goes to the Earl Grey School grounds, and then down Hope Street back here. So that's the basic route in case anybody gets lost. You also know you're surrounded by 4th Street coffee shops and 17th Avenue and whatever. When the tour is ended, you might want to find your way to any of those restaurants, coffee shops, or I suppose if you need to find a washroom or whatever, that's the way you're going to have to head. So I'm hoping that we can keep everyone together, but you're on your own basically, so it's up to you to come and go as you wish. The history of this area where we're standing right now basically begins after 1905. Calgary city limits stopped up till 1905 at 17th Avenue and all the way to the Stampede grounds. The area to the south of that, which stopped on the west side at 4th Street and went towards the Elbow River, was known as Rouleauville, and they were two separate entities. So this was in fact an empty area, and up until 1905 basically was an Indian encampment zone. And what this area that's sort of just right in here was known as Buffalo Wallow, which I suppose goes back in even ancient times to be named Buffalo Wallow. And in 1905, Western Canada College was already kind of built, but it was outside of the city limits. By 1912, the CPR, which managed to get this land from 17th Avenue to 4th Street to, well, who knows, into Elbow Park and all Mount Royal we now know, owned this land and decided to give certain sites to schools and parks and whatever. And this one was one of them for Western Canada School, which had aspirations to become a university. And of course the school behind you and the whole area right to Cliff Bungalow School was another one of those. And CPR's conditions were they could build schools as long as that's all that was built on the site. So what we're going to do now is just sort of walk around track I mentioned, and we're going to see many different phases of architecture, different styles of architecture. I'm going to call it eclectic. Some of it is difficult to pinpoint exactly because Calgary is more a mixture of styles of architecture than it is of pure styles, but I'm going to try and highlight as much as I can that is pure or close to it. You will see a lot of it. The best thing to do is not just wait for me to talk, but to actually look around as we're walking, because these zones that we're walking in are pretty consistent with interesting architecture. I'm going to go from basically a 1905 type of architecture right up to 2003. So it's hopefully hitting a full gamut of buildings that you should be interested in, mostly residential, a couple of schools, some really beautiful parks and crescent boulevards and allées, and some sort of hidden backyard sort of areas. So if you will just follow me, we'll start with the first building. I will sort of hold up my notes like that when I want you to stop, and then I'll make a few comments, and then we'll have to go on to the next site rather as quickly as we sort of can in order to do this trek so you're not hanging around until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, so follow me.